I'm going in.
This is like Miki's Asian mom jeans coming out.
It kept me up all night. I didn't get any sleep. Hey guys, it's Miki. Today is December 23rd. It is the day, it is the day before Christmas Eve, and I just got scheduled for my COVID vaccine. Washington State is receiving shipments of Pfizer and Moderna vaccines. However, the issue is that we're receiving 40% less doses for the first phase than we had anticipated, and so it's a scary time because we don't know who is going to be able to get the vaccines, who isn't going to be able to get the vaccines, and right now the vaccines are so valuable, everyone is kind of scrambling and really hoping that they can get them. Originally, we were told that we would be getting the Pfizer vaccines, but instead, I will actually be getting the Moderna vaccine because that is the shipment that came in first. So when I signed up for the vaccine, it asked me a couple of questions. Am I pregnant? Am I under 18? And did I test positive for COVID within the last month? To which all of my answers are no. But let me just show you. As you can see here on the screen, I am in fact scheduled for the Moderna vaccine, and it automatically enrolls you in the first appointment as well as the second appointment because the doses have to be 28 days apart, I believe plus or minus 2. By the way, if you're new to this channel, my name is Miki. I'm a registered nurse, and my boyfriend Kevin is a physician, and so Kevin is actually getting his first dose of the vaccine tomorrow. He's actually getting the Pfizer vaccine, and so we are getting two different vaccines. Although they are very similar, there actually are some differences, but they are both mRNA vaccines. Messenger RNA is a small piece of code basically that teaches your bodies to build a harmless protein that your body can then identify as COVID. And once it identifies it as COVID, then it can mount an immune response to basically prepare for an infection. So going over Pfizer versus Moderna. So effectivity is pretty close. Pfizer is at 95%, while Moderna is at 94.5%. So pretty much almost identical. Pfizer vaccine is 30 micrograms and it's given 21 days apart. And so that's 3 weeks, where opposed to the Moderna vaccine is 100 micrograms and that's actually given 28 days apart, which is 4 weeks. There is a grace period. Most places are doing plus or minus 2 days. The Pfizer one actually has to be stored between negative 112 to negative 76 degrees Fahrenheit, which is obviously very, very cold. And so right now refrigerators are in high demand. Whereas the Moderna one is actually very special because it only needs to be negative 13 to negative 5. Pfizer is approved for use over the age of 16. Where opposed to Moderna is approved for over 18.
So those numbers, they could work for people younger, but because the trials in themselves only included people of that age, that's why it's only approved for that. But in the future, if we do more studies, it could work just as well for people younger.
I've been hearing from my friends that some of them have been pretty sleepy the first day after they get the vaccine. Any sentiments? You're getting your vaccine tomorrow.
I just have to wake up earlier than I'm supposed to.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss it and they're gonna give it to somebody else.
No, they won't. Kevin's workplace got the vaccines way earlier. And by way earlier, I mean like a week and a half earlier than my workplace. And so we're still in phase 1. They are now moving on to what's actually phase 1 part 2. Yeah, phase 1 part 2. So Kevin has so graciously offered to come with me because I'm a tiny bit nervous. But he's post night shift. But you did sleep a little bit last night, right?
Yes.
So they only had one patient, so he's chilling. You ready?
I'm not doing anything.
I know, I'm talking to myself.
Hello.
Okay, let's do this thing.
Do you have the address?
Yes, I do. Shoot! I thought I sent it to myself, but I didn't. Oh my god. Oh my god, cue the nerves.
Hi guys.
Oh, here. Okay.
Babe, it's a 22-minute drive.
It's only 22 minutes away. I thought it was like hours and hours and hours away. I was like mentally prepared to drive.
Babe.
Yes.
This is like Miki's Asian mom jeans coming out.
Definitely my Asian mom jeans coming out.
Can I clean those glasses for you?
Yes. Now that we have time to clean our glasses, I show up to everything early. Like, I cannot be late. It's my biggest pet peeve when other people are late. Thanks for coming with me.
No problem. I know you were very nervous.
I think we figured it out. I wasn't nervous about the vaccine. I was nervous about being able to vlog it and bring you guys with me. I mean, I've been getting so many comments and messages from people saying that they would love to hear how my experience is and how it is after. Kevin actually already got his vaccine. You are day 3 post-vaccine?
I went to work right after for like
12 hours. Yeah. So no major issues for Kev. The way that it works in Washington, at least, is the state has purchased a certain amount of Moderna and Pfizer vaccines, and then it gets distributed to the different
locations
and hospitals based on the contracts that you have with the state. I don't know exactly how it works.
And also, like, if you think about it, flu shots and other types of vaccines also have different types and are made by different companies. We just don't name them as such.
Should I just go in early, or should I
just do it? Yeah, is there an earlier slot?
Okay.
Need the second shot.
Yes, it was great. Everyone was super nice and understanding
of your famous life.
Oh yeah, totally. That's totally okay. Like, you let me know what angle you want. Like, blah blah blah. I just set it up on the tripod. We got the footage. My arm is sore already. Back home, we are eating some Korean food, some sundubu, some takeout. It's been what, an hour or so. My arm is a little bit sore, but otherwise I feel great. Over 1 million people have gotten the vaccine, and obviously there are some instances of people who are allergic to certain ingredients or things like that, and so there's obviously people who are going to have allergic reactions or things like that, and that's normal no matter what drug, no matter what vaccine.
A lot percentage of the population is allergic to like peanuts, shellfish, and things that are harmful, like apples and So
I think it's important to remember that when you read those articles. Right now, it's obviously just a very exciting thing to have this vaccine, and so the news
is hyper aware of these situations.
Right.
Hello, guys. Little Butters is here with me. Wow. I don't know if I'm just tired from life or the vaccine got me a little tired, but I just took a little nap, and Kevin obviously had night shift last night, and so he went back to bed, and I was just feeling so tired. I figured I would just close my eyes for a little bit, and I got woken up when Kevin woke up. Ayo. Hi.
Hi, sleepyhead.
I'm awake. So it is currently 3:30 p.m. I'm, in fact, not the one working night shift, but I did take a little rest. So my arm is pretty sore, but not any more sore than like it would be after a flu shot or anything like that. Get pretty knocked out with vaccines anyways, like I'll just sleep through it, so not the end of the world. I feel okay, look a little bit like a crazy person.
Little update. Can you hold it? My arm is so sore.
That's not even the right arm.
They're both really sore.
Why?
Like, I don't know if you guys can see how like toned this looks. Like, I'm not flexing. It's just straight up swollen. Kind of feels like I got a couple different flu shots on the same day. The pain kind of radiates up my neck a little bit, and sometimes my other arm hurts too, but we're doing fine. We're doing great. Kevin, on the other hand, didn't have any symptoms after his shot.
What do you mean? My arm is sore.
Yeah, just for a little bit.
Don't complain about it.
Are you saying I'm a complainer?
No.
It is 4 a.m., probably about 36 to 48 hours between when I last got my shot and I just woke up with really, really crazy chills. I don't know if it's just really cold in Washington. It totally might be that, but I just turned on that 2 heaters, a warm blanket, and everything else, and I'm gonna try to bundle up, but
I think I definitely have the chills. It's one of the most common side effects of the vaccine, and a lot of the times it takes your body a couple days to mount an immune response, so not out of the ordinary, but kind of took me by surprise because I actually was feeling a lot better yesterday compared to the first day. I'm gonna try to sleep, but I will update you guys. Good morning. I'm sorry I look really rough, but I figured I should give you guys an update. It's now 8 in the morning and I feel much better. The chills, the fever, everything has stopped, so we're good now. But since it kept me up all night, I didn't get any sleep, so I'm just gonna go back to bed right now. I debated whether or not I wanted to even include these clips in there, but I wanted to be an accurate representation of how I actually felt. But just because I feel this way doesn't mean that your body will feel this way or you won't feel this way. This is just my personal experience. Anytime I get vaccinated, whether it's a flu or anything like that, my body just reacts more. And so this isn't something out of the ordinary or unexpected for me. And all of my coworkers who have gotten vaccinated feel just fine, except for a little bit of arm soreness. So again, I think it's my body. But we're working really hard to build spike proteins, which I am very excited for. My body is generating an immune response, which is exactly what we want. So update, it's now 1 p.m. I feel like absolute
I want to say that in less colorful language.
My body is not having it. I look like I have a super bicep.
You mean it's just swollen?
It's super swollen. Like, it looks like I've worked out like tremendously, and it is really tender. So I do have a cellulose pus that is probably expired on my arm and on my neck, to hopefully make it feel a little bit better. I'm gonna look horrible throughout this entire video, but Kevin has made me chicken noodle soup with some rice inside.
There's no noodle, it's just chicken and
rice soup. I was feeling really crummy again after we did some errands, and then I had to like rest for a little bit, and then I took some Dayquil, and now I'm feeling infinitely better. Took my temp, 99.7.
Not a fever, just a little warm.
We're getting close. And I want to emphasize again that all these symptoms I'm experiencing are completely normal. Like, this is literally, I will list out the side effects, the most common side effects. I just happen to have all of them. Yo, what is up, you guys? It is now 6 p.m. I feel great. I'm back to not 100%. My arms are still really sore, but I'm feeling good. I'm not sure if I'm just feeling better or if it was the Dayquil that really kicked in. I'm scheduled for work tomorrow, and I heard from some of my friends that the second dose is actually going to be way worse, and so I have quite a couple days off after my second dose, so I feel reassured about that. I got my appetite back. I'm starving, hungry as heck, so I'm gonna eat some din din. Hey guys, it is 5 a.m. post-vaccine day 3. I feel great. I feel amazing. My arm is still a little bit sore, but now I feel completely fine. I no longer am taking any sort of Dayquil, NyQuil. After that clip, I basically stopped vlogging because I didn't have any other symptoms. I was feeling 100% a-okay, and as you can see, I've gone into the new year with no arm soreness. I did kind of have a rough couple of days after the vaccine. I want to answer a couple of questions that I think you guys will have about the vaccine. Number one, is the COVID vaccine free? Technically, yes, it's free. However, it is being paid for by US taxpayer money, and so you probably have already paid for it in your taxes. While there is no upfront costs for the patient, providers administering the vaccine can actually charge an administration fee and get that reimbursed through either private or public insurance or through a fund. I have it written down here. It's called the Health Resources and Services Administration's Provider Relief Fund. Very long name. Now, I bet you're wondering, after you get the 2 doses of your vaccine, how long before you actually have your 95% effective immunity? That is a great question. We don't have exact data on this. We do know that it takes your body a couple of weeks after that second dose to build immunity. For the Pfizer vaccine, we know it takes at least 7 days, and the Moderna vaccine at least 14 days. And the CDC website itself says that it takes a couple weeks for your body to build immunity. So especially if you've gotten the chance to get vaccinated, please be extra careful. You can still get COVID before and after your vaccine. How long does the immunity last? This is the question that scientists and researchers all around the world are trying to figure out right now. The short answer is that we don't know yet. Experts are not expecting it to be a lifelong vaccine, and so we are expecting to have to revaccinate people at some point in time. We just don't know exactly when that will be. As I've already mentioned multiple times in this video, every single person's body is different. While some people experience no side effects, no symptoms whatsoever, I ended up getting almost every single one on the list. Please do not use my personal experience as a testimony for you not to get vaccinated. There is seriously no world where getting COVID-19 is a better alternative to getting vaccinated and protecting not only yourself, but your loved ones. And also, don't forget to follow me on my socials. I post on my Instagram stories pretty much every single day, so you can keep updated on my life and what I'm doing with work. As always, stay safe. I love you guys so much, and don't forget you're a 10 out of 10, and don't let anyone ever make you feel otherwise.